Guys, welcome back. It's Melissa here. We are doing new makeup releases. Are they going on the wish list? I have just been doing these every other week. New makeup releases had been a little bit slow going, but let me tell you this week they were not. We have got a lot to talk about. I did a pretty neutral, pretty simple look today. I was stepping out of my comfort zone. So I used the Dose of Colors, what is this, Friendcation, Desi and Katie Friendcation palette today. So just some neutral colors with a shimmer on the inner part of the lid, and I love a neutral look with a bright, bold red lipstick, so that's what I threw on with it. I kind of felt like the whole ensemble went good together today. Every once in a while, I can pull things together. So today we're talking about the new makeup releases from the past 2 weeks. This series is inspired by Samantha March's Will I Buy It series. I will link that in her community playlist down below, as well as all the Instagram accounts that I use where I get my information from, so you can check those out as well. My 2-year giveaway is going on right now, and this, guys, is number 53, I want to say, new makeup releases. Like, those are some huge accomplishments in my mind from where I started. So I'm going to just be proud of myself here for a minute, but I am doing a giveaway for you guys because obviously I could not be here without you. I'll put a link up in the iCards where you can check out the video with the things in the giveaway, a link down below where you can get entered into it. I think that's everything, and we're just going to pray that I don't end up with red lipstick teeth in the video today. I've checked myself a couple times. I think we're good to go. I definitely want to start out with ColourPop today. Oh yes, give me that meant to be. I am meant to have that palette in my collection, absolutely. And now I've got 3 things on my list for ColourPop. So that palette, I want a purple one because I don't have a purple in my collection, and I feel like I need to have one. I don't know if I'll end up buying one or not, but I need to replace my Prance gel liner as well. Oh my gosh, these colors are, I love it. If they come out with a lime one too, I'm getting that. I love, love, love green shadows. I love them so much. I'm definitely going to be picking that up, just waiting for a site-wide sale to happen so I can get everything that I need at one time. It's just the way I do things in my deals kind of brain. Oh my gosh. I'm just going through everything. We have so much. I did a new makeup releases 2 weeks ago, and I don't think I had anything from ColourPop to talk about. Maybe a highlighter. But now we've got a Lunar Beauty collection. So they're 3 liquid lipsticks, 2 highlighters, and a white tea serum. Milk, their little milk thing. You know what? I actually like that they added that white tea in. Tea is something that we associate with China, and I think that was a good pull into the collection. I don't really need any of it, but I think it's a good bundle of collections to represent a take on a Lunar New Year. Touch of Glam Beauty, that is not on my list of brands I want to try because I've tried it, but that is on my list of things I would like to have more of in my collection. So they have got a mega dimensional bundle of 6 different shadows. These look beautiful. Like that, the 2 middle ones, Alter Ego and Magentificent. Those look really pretty. The one below that, Leprechaun Vaults, looks really pretty. Let's see. Oh, they were on pre-order a week ago, so I'm not sure where they're at now in that, but I would like to have a couple of those in my collection, so I'm going to keep an eye out on that, but I'm not picking them up right now. I've only made one purchase in January. I actually made it at the very beginning of January. It is still not here yet. I'm hoping it comes this week, though, and I cannot wait to show you guys. If you watch me on Instagram stories, then you know what I'm talking about. So exciting. So Glisten Cosmetics, that was the brand we talked to that was also coming out with these water activated liners. They have come out with some neon and UV light ones, which Suva Beauty had already come out with. So Glisten Cosmetics has a much cheaper version of them. I haven't tried them, so I don't know the quality. I would like to try those this year as well, actually. Suva Beauty ones I absolutely love. I'm not going to pick up any of these, but that is definitely something that is in like the future I want to try out so I can compare the two for you guys. Because Suva Beauty ones are quite expensive. Kathleen Lights has got a A collab with Briogeo of aromatherapy oils. If that is not the strangest collab. When I first saw the picture of it, I was like, okay, what kind of hair product is that? And then I saw that it was like oils, and they just don't seem like they go together. Like, why is Briogeo coming out with oils? So they have lavender, rose, and cedar. Yeah, so I'm not going to be picking up any of those, but I would love to know if you guys have tried those and what your thoughts are. So this is a new collab. This is Riley Rose and Pinky Rose Cosmetics. I have never gotten anything from Riley Rose. I have never tried anything from Pinky Rose Cosmetics, and this is not going to be the first thing I try. It is like, I don't know, I feel like it's an odd combinations of colors paired together. I really don't like when palettes have matte, bright bold colors and shimmery neutrals. If anything, I feel like it should be flipped around. I just don't feel like those two things go that well together. Even with as much colorful makeup as I do, those are not two things that I would pair together, so that would not be on my wish list. e.l.f. has come out with a new putty primer. It reminds me a lot of MAC paint pots, which I am in absolute love with, so I definitely want to try this and see what it's like. I'll probably end up watching some videos first to see what other people's reviews are of this product, to see if it's similar to it. And when I saw this, I definitely wanted to try it. All right, Gourmand Girl Cosmetics has launched Love Christina Volume 2. Now, this is a color story I can get behind. It's kind of like Valentine's Day, with Valentine's Day coming up, but it's also got a mix of neutral and colorful mattes, and then a mix of more colorful shimmer, some neutral shimmer. So I think that that's a good combination to put together. I think the combo of colors that they put together will work really well together. It's not on my wish list. I feel like I own those things already. I don't feel like there's anything unique to those shades when it comes to my collection, so I wouldn't be picking that up. But I think it's a good color combo. Ooh, Beauty Blender. Couple of things have come out with Beauty Blender this week that are on my wish list. First of all, Beauty Blender is my favorite sponge ever. I have found nothing that compares to it. I know there's a ton of sponges out there that work just as well, but in my opinion, they don't work just as well. They work well enough. They now have a Wet Me sponge. It turns colors when you get it wet. And the other one is their Lunar Beauty release, which is a red one. Who does not want a red Beauty Blender in their life? Oh my gosh. So beautiful. I'm probably not picking either of those up. Let's be honest, I'm not picking either of those up. They're on my wish list, but I have a couple Beauty Blenders in stock right now that I don't need to pick another one up. I am not getting anything this year that I already have in stock. Restraint. That shouldn't take really that much restraint, but it may. Okay, so we definitely need to talk about the new ABH palette, the Amrezy palette that's coming out. Oh, I did not even realize that it has 2 more shades than the other palettes do. Well, now I need it just because it's different. No. It's got mattes, shimmery finishes, and a new formulated pressed glitter. Oh. So it was available on the 14th. It is not something that's on my wish list. The color story really is not doing much for me at all. I know people are like so excited about this palette, and I'm just not. What was the most recent one I got? I mean, I feel like it's a little similar to the Riviera palette, quite honestly. Just the color scheme of it. It's just too neutral. It's just too neutral for me. I love an ABH neutral palette, and I have not gone in stores yet to see this, so who knows what's going to happen once I get in the store and see it, because they always draw me in once I see them in stores, the ABH palettes, but I don't need it. I feel like I've got a good set of neutral ABH palettes in my collection. Ooh, e.l.f. has got a couple of little quads coming out. So they're little 4-pan eyeshadow palettes. None of them look interesting to me. That green one might if it had a lighter matte green shade in it. If I'm getting a 4-pan eyeshadow palette, I want 3 mattes and I want 1 shimmer in it. Not picking any of these up. Morphe has released another 35 eyeshadow palette. Icy Artistry palette. All I have to say is, finally, they have released a palette where most of the shades are different from each other. Like, I would actually be tempted to pick this palette up because it's really pretty. I love pastel eyeshadows. I tend to lean more on the lighter, brighter side of color rather than like the darker jewel tone side of color. So this actually does call to me. It's $25. I don't know. I might end up getting that if it goes on sale at Ulta and I've got some points to redeem to give it a try. The only large eyeshadow palette I've ever had from Morphe is the Jaclyn Hill one. I don't love a huge eyeshadow palette, but I wouldn't mind rechecking out the formula of the bigger Morphe palettes, and that would be the palette to make me do that. I mean, that's even got, that's pretty. That is pretty. That is a good color story. Good job, Morphe. Good job. We are proud of you. It's kind of on the wish list. The more I talk about it, the more I'm like, yeah, I kind of do want it. Those light colors and spring are like calling my name. We had a couple days last week that were like 45, 50 degrees. And I'm like, yes, it's spring. And then the next day it was like 3 degrees. I'm like, it's still winter. Moving on, Sigma has got a new collab with Trend Mood. Congratulations to Trend Mood. That is awesome. And it is beautiful brushes. So they are three brushes, the E25, the E30, and the E35. I want to say I've got the E35 and the E25. I don't have Sigma pencil brush, but I don't really feel like I need Sigma's pencil brush, but that's a really good set of eye brushes. I don't know how much it's going to be. Some of the other sets that have been collaborations have, it seems like there's like a couple brushes in there where I'm like, but I feel like this set goes really good together, and what a pretty purple on that handle. But I'm not picking that up. I already have 2 of the brushes. You know what I'm missing is like Blush Tribe. What happened? Has Blush Tribe released anything in a while? Blush Tribe and Certify, where did they go? I'm like looking like I'm gonna find them back here. We need to find that out. I take that back. I have seen posts from Blush Tribe, but more like displaying things that they've released before. But I mean, when was the last release from Blush Tribe? I don't even know. I feel like I was always so excited to see their releases, and there has not been anything. So Certify, they're still posting regularly, but nothing new in a long time. It looks like they're just going to be bundling some things together. I mean, what was their last palette? That neutral palette that came out? That makes me sad. Please come out with something, Blush Tribe and Certify. All right, Smoky Glow and Midas Cosmetics. Can we just see what the palette looks like? We know it's going to be something romantical. She's shown one of the looks using this palette. My guess is something on the line of Modern Renaissance-esque in terms of a color story, but we don't know what the palette. I think it's still like a week before we're going to see what the palette looks like. Suva Beauty is launching a new hypercolor palette. It looks like it actually looks like I don't know, I'm kind of liking that palette. I feel like that might have a place in a collection, perhaps not mine, with the color story, but I also feel like we've seen that before from some different brands. And then you've got 4 shadow toppers over on the side. It's going to be $35 for the shadows and the toppers. So it is going to be releasing on the 22nd. I am not going to be picking that up. It is not something that I need. I feel like that would be a really good makeup artist palette. Maybe is kind of what I was thinking when I saw that. Not picking that up, but there you have it. Oh, yes. Dominique Cosmetics has launched Latte Palette 2. It is going to be $42, and it is going to be available January 24th. It is, can I just get the 3 shadows on the side that have a little color to it? I don't need the rest of it. I don't remember what the first Latte palette looked like, but I feel like it was less neutral than this. I love those little pops of color. I just wish there were more pops of color if you love neutrals and want some pops of color, this might be a great palette for you. I have one palette from Dominique Cosmetics and I did like the formula of it, but I love that they're pulling some new pops of color in, so we don't have the standard pop of purple or pop of blue. You've got some really pretty kind of pops there. It's not for me, but it's a pretty palette, just not a pretty palette for me. Oh my gosh, no, 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 no. I think, did we already talk about this Bare Necessities palette? We talked about one of the 30 pan palettes from ColourPop. And there's a post that says, are we feeling more 30 pan palettes in 2020? No, ColourPop. The reason we like you is that you do smaller, very curated, beautiful palettes. We do not want 30 pan palettes full of the same shade over and over again. I guess if you want a good eyeshadow at an affordable price, they are $30, so this could be good for some people. I just hope that this is not the way ColourPop is going. I mean, who are we kidding? ColourPop is going every single way with their 4 releases a week. We don't need to worry about that. But no, we do not need another 30 pan eyeshadow palette. So Makeup Revolution has got the new Forever Flawless Birds of Paradise palette. There's another one they have too, so we'll come back to that. Beautiful. I don't know that I can trust Makeup Revolution quality. And honestly, the swatches look a little computer generated. Not gonna lie, because I just don't feel like Makeup Revolution shadows perform that well. I will definitely be checking that out in Ulta to see what that quality is like. It's probably not going to go on my wish list. I think this is a palette that I could create using my single shadows. But, I mean, kudos to them for coming up with something different and not the same shade over and over again. Another collection from ColourPop is this new, I don't know what the overall thing is. We've got Blush Crush and Nude Mood in the palettes. Oh my gosh, that blush packaging, is that a highlighter? That's a blush? No, those are highlighters. Yora Catch and Nude Mood. I feel like I need that Yora Catch with that beautiful pink flower packaging on it. And then some Just a Tint bundles. I actually do really like their Just a Tint crayons. Oh, that packaging is so pretty. It is so pretty. I really want that light pink one. I'm not picking that up. I do not need another highlighter. Physicians Formula has got a new collaboration with Wiley Hong. I'm kind of liking this collab. It is a highlighter, blush, bronzer palette, but I feel like it's on the right track to being what a face palette should be. I don't feel like the shades are overly light, but you could probably share them out. They're not only meant for one skin tone. I kind of think that might be something nice to travel with. I don't know if I'm going to pick that up. I did just finish up my Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula, so it's only $14, which is not bad. And if it's at Ulta, you can use a coupon on it as well. So that one may be on the wish list. Makeup Maniac Cosmetics. This is the strangest thing. Has released a collab with Sarah Williams Makeup. That's not what's strange. So she is showing looks with it on her Instagram account. And then they say it's coming soon, but it's on the website. So I can put a picture up here of what it looks like. I don't know. I feel like that collaborator should be showing it before they're posting it on their website to buy. I thought it was really strange. It's not something that I'm interested in. It's $32. I mean, it's released. I don't know why they're saying it's coming soon. And it's another bright, bold, matte colors with neutral shimmers. So like I said before, that's not really my preference in eyeshadow palettes. It looks like some pretty colors. She has created some really pretty looks with it. So if you want to check her out, definitely do that, but that is not going to be on my wish list. All right, I just have got a couple more things to talk about. And the first one I really want to talk about, definitely on my wish list, going to be picking this up to try, is the Fenty Beauty Fly Penciled Longwear Eyeliner. So there are 20 matte, shimmer, metallic, and glitter shades. They are $22 each, which is kind of a lot of money for an eyeliner, but I really want to try it out to see how it compares to the ColourPop one. and I would get Coral Matte. That is what I want to pick up, is the Coral Matte one. I have wanted a Coral Matte eyeliner for so long. I am so glad they came out with it. I cannot wait to get it. Let me see when these are coming. Maybe it's already at Sephora. But there are, let's see what kind. Eggplant purple. That's kind of a standard one. Ooh, a cobalt blue matte. Olive green matte. I don't have an olive green in matte either. Can I get a bundle at a discounted price? Por favor. Bubblegum pink matte. Cherry red matte. I've got one of those. A light gray matte. So not a ton of matte ones, but ooh, and an electric blue matte. The coral and the cobalt are probably ones that I want to pick up. I am so excited. Nothing excites me like a new matte colorful eyeliner. Yes. All right, Violet Voss has got a couple of new palettes out. They are her 10 pan palettes. So we've got Matte Vibes eyeshadow palette and Sweet Violet. Oh, it looks like the purple one is a mini. And the Matte Vibes one is a regular size. Neither of these are on my wish list. I feel like they're good curations and good color stories. I just don't need them in my collection, so I'm not picking up either of those. And then I just have one other palette I want to talk about. It is the Arabian Nights palette from Kokie Cosmetics. So when I first saw this, my initial thought was the Magic palette from Juvia's Place. I don't even know if I have it up here, honestly. I don't think I have it up there. I'm not really sure what I did with it. But that one was ranked in like my bottom of my Juvia's Place palettes. And there's just something about this color story that makes me not reach for that palette. And I don't know if it's that I feel like, what am I going to do with it? The shimmers are like blue or neutral. So you don't really have a lot of different looks to be able to create. I mean, I probably could create some different looks with that, but I would not be inspired by it. I would not pick it up to use. So I would not add it to my collection. So that one is also not going on the wish list. So what do we have on the wish list for today? ColourPop Meant to Be palette. Absolutely. That will be in my collection. The Beauty Blenders are on my wish list, but I'm not going to pick them up. The Morphe new 35 palette is a possibility for me. And then at some point I want to try those. What was it called? Was it Glisten? Yes, Glisten. Wait. Didn't I get something from Glisten Cosmetics this year and was not a super fan of it? Yes, the Total Botany palette. Oh, now I really want to try these to see the quality. So really the only one I'm definitely picking up at some point is the Meant to Be palette, and other things are just kind of floating out there on the maybe someday wish list. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this week's new makeup releases. Please share in the comments below what is on your makeup wish list right now. Don't forget to enter the giveaway before you leave. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.